your biggest influence in hip hop? This wasn't on the list. It's just for me,
Yeah.
because I'm a YeloHill fan. I've been since before LA is not safe.
Yeah.
I know that your career really skyrocketed after that, but what was your biggest influence in your music, in any genre, of course?
Yeah. For sure. Like, I mean, I'm gonna say Nipsey for the first part for sure. Like, I didn't think that it was possible for me to become an artist until Nipsey, because he was just that close.
Yeah, yeah,
Close to home. He was right down the street. He was from a different hood, but he was like, a lot of the shit he been through and what he's done reminded me of myself. I was like, this nigga got Rick Ross and he dating Megan, Lauren, what's her name, Lauren London, and
Lauren London. Yeah,
he got businesses and shit. Like, this nigga is inspiring. Like, nigga, it's not like, when you seen Wiz Khalifa and French Montana in that era.
Yeah.
That era,
yeah,
I was looking at
yeah,
them. I was looking at them like, oh, there's just no way. Not for me. For me, that's how I looked at, because them niggas was so far out and I couldn't relate to them niggas. Because French Montana was way out over in New York selling coke. I never done that, bro. And then Wiz Khalifa was just like a star to me. When I seen that nigga tattoos, tall, big smoking, I was like, this nigga's a star. But when I seen Nipsey intertwined with that circle, and I was like, Nipsey from LA, rolling 60s. I'm like, bro, I'm from Marvin Gangsta. Like, I'm talented. And then that's what kind of kickstarted me into, you feel me, going to like that. That's
yeah,
what was my biggest influence, bro. Like, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was him for sure. Even Tupac had a lot of star power to me. I was like, nigga, I can never be Tupac, because I didn't know cuz like that. But when you know people from that come from where you kind of come from, same areas and same rag, same shit like that, it's like, oh, I could do this shit too, bro.
yeah, yeah. And I can hear the influence as well,
Yeah,
in your music. So for sure, myself too. He's definitely my biggest influence.
yeah,
Um, have you had? I mean, I'm sure you've worked with tons of artists, bro. Um, have you had, a situation that you look back on that you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have worked with them. What was your hardest experience with an artist?
hardest experience with an artist. Um, shit. That's a good one, bro. I haven't really had any hard experiences with artists. I think I got turned off to certain artists when it was like
Mhm.
time for me to like I used to want features from a lot of different people, right? Then I would meet niggas in person and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm cool, bro. And then you know what I mean? I'll be like, I'm not really tripping like that anymore. That's more so maybe like a challenge that was there for me more so than anything. Like, having an experience with an artist where I'm like, it was challenging. I can't, yeah, there was really nothing. It was pretty much easy. Sugar Free was a breeze. Lecrae was amazing.
Yo, your bodies of work with Lecrae and Sugar Free are amazing. I gotta say, like that was amazing. That was a side of you that I think the world needed to see. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I gotta tip my hat to that. That video with Lecrae was amazing.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
So if you had a convo with yourself 20 years ago,
Yeah.
the child version of you,
Yeah.
what would you say? And do you think you'd be happy where today's version of you is?
Yeah, I would be, bro. I ask God for everything that I have right now, bro. Like, I literally asked him for this. And it was the bare minimum, and it wasn't the bare minimum, but I asked God for like three things. I said, God, please just make me financially stable. Bring me up in a music career. I really want to be an artist. And I want a nice girlfriend that I could just have my own spot with. That was the three things. That's all I wanted, bro. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, I want a fat ass Rolls Royce and big Cuban links and chains, and oh, I want this, that, and the other, and duh. You know what I'm saying? It was just that. Like, it was more so just that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely and where I feel like I needed to be. We can always be our worst critics, right? And we can always be like, you know what? And critique yourself a little too much where you're like, but I wish I was this and I would like, because there's a lot of things that I still wish and I hope and I pray for that of course, I wish I was in a bigger spot. Everybody wants a bigger chain, a bigger spot, a bigger whip. You always gonna strive for more if you have that hunger in you, right? But I could definitely say like everything that I asked for and where I seen myself 10 years ago, I'm right there. Of course, I wanted more, but you got to keep working.